10 Most Powerful Countries 2022. Do you have any questions about the world's superpower? Data and historical analysis can now be used to satisfy the candidates' curiosities. In this video, we will discuss the 10 Most Powerful Countries 2022. Understanding power dynamics can aid in comprehending the geopolitics and foreign policy of various countries. Different nations have developed and flourished in many spheres of global power. The globe has been led by industrialized nations in terms of military prowess, economic power, and cultural influence. The most powerful nations have served as world leaders, influencing international relations, geopolitical trends, and foreign policy. The most powerful countries in the world are: Number 10. India. India is the second largest country in the world by population and the seventh largest country in terms of land area. With an average annual GDP growth rate of 5.8% during the last 2 decades, India has been a global economic powerhouse. India keeps a sizable army because of its close ties to nearby nations like Pakistan and China. In terms of overall firepower, the also has the fourth best position for the strongest military base. Number 9. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, which is situated on the Arabian Peninsula in Western Asia, is the largest country by land area in the Middle East. Aside from that, Saudi Arabia ranks 18 in the globe and has the largest economy in the Middle East. Because Saudi Arabia is the greatest exporter of petroleum, its economy is among the largest in the world. Additionally, Saudi Arabia is the fifth largest known natural gas deposit in the world, making it the energy superpower of the planet. Saudi Arabia actively uses its ports to participate in trade between Europe and China in addition to oil transportation. The two holiest Muslim locations, Mecca and Medina, are found in Saudi Arabia. With a GDP of $1.924 trillion and a population of more than 32 million, Saudi Arabia is an oil and gas-based economy. Saudi Arabia is the only Arab nation among the G20 economies, a founding member of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, and a member of the World Trade Organization. Number 8. South Korea. East Asia includes South Korea. It is located on the southern tip of the Korean peninsula and shares a land border with North Korea. It is a developed nation with a high-income economy and the most industrialized OECD member nation. South Korea is home to many well-known brands that are recognized around the world, including LG Electronics, Samsung, Hyundai, and Kia. The workforce in the nation is highly educated and skilled, which supports the economy. Number 7. France. With the largest EEZ in the world, France is one of the most powerful nations in both Europe and the world. France has several overseas territories in addition to its domestic ones. It has the most time zones in the world, 12. Because of this, the French armed forces are the second most powerful in Europe and the sixth most powerful military in the world, behind Russia, according to the Global Firepower Index. France is also among the most industrialized and powerful nations on the globe. France is well known for its exquisite buildings and fine wine. With a GDP estimated at $3.232 trillion, France's economy is a mixed one. Based on purchasing power parity, it is the second largest economy in Europe. France also has a substantial international economic influence, particularly in Africa. France has veto power and is a permanent member of the UN Security Council. The fourth largest nuclear arsenal in the world is held by France, a nuclear power. Number 6. United Kingdom. The island of Great Britain, the northern portion of the island of Ireland, and several other islands that are part of the British Isles make up the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom currently has the fifth largest economy in the world and is ranked second in Europe, just behind Germany. The UK is a regular and engaged NATO member. The capital of the United Kingdom, London, is second only to New York City in terms of size among major financial centers worldwide. The English language, which is the official language of the world, is one of the most important exports from the United Kingdom. The nation is the closest ally of the United States, a nuclear power, and a permanent member of the UN Security Council. Number 5. Germany. After Russia, Germany has the second highest population in Europe. Germany's place on the list of most powerful nations in the world is primarily due to its robust economy. In terms of yearly GDP, it has Europe's largest economy, while in terms of nominal GDP, it ranks fourth. Due to its highly educated workforce, low levels of corruption, and high levels of innovation, Germany's economy is growing. 29 of the Fortune 500 companies in the world are based in Germany. With 82 million people, the nation is currently the most populous in all of Europe. A GDP of $4.743 trillion makes it the second largest economy in Europe. Number 4. Japan. Japan is one of the most populous and urbanized nations in the world. It is also one of the world's most literate and technologically advanced nations. Modern video games, animation, and comics are hallmarks of Japanese culture. Because of its nominal GDP, which is the third largest in the world behind the United States and China, Japan is listed among the most powerful nations in the world. In terms of buying power parity, it is ranked fourth, behind the United States, China, and India. Number 3. Russia. With a total area of more than 17 square kilometers, Russia is the largest country in the world and the main producer of natural gas. In addition, Russia is a military superpower. It boasts the second most potent military base in the world, per the Global Firepower Index. Additionally, Russia is proud to possess the greatest nuclear arsenal in the world. Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, makes decisions that have a big effect on the rest of the world. Russia spans 11 different time zones, with Moscow serving as its capital. The nation has veto power over decisions made by the UN Security Council and other international bodies including the G20, the Council of Europe, and the World Trade Organization because it is a permanent member of the UN Security Council. Number 2. China. One of the oldest nations on Earth, China is rapidly developing both militarily and economically. In terms of nominal GDP, China has the second largest economy in the world. China has had unprecedented economic growth over the past few decades. Since 2010, when it surpassed the United States, which had held the position for the previous century, it has been the top manufacturer in the globe. China also boasts the most people with a personal net worth of at least $110,000, citing Credit Suisse's Global Wealth Report. China, currently the second most powerful nation on Earth, a country that was founded in 1949, has the second largest landmass, and is home to more than 1.3 billion people, making it the most populated nation on Earth. With a GDP of $26.66 trillion, Socialist China is one of the nations with the largest economies in the world. The nation is another significant nuclear power, a permanent member of the UN Security Council with veto power, and a participant in other international organizations including the World Trade Organization. Number 1. USA. The United States of America remains the world's most powerful nation by a wide margin. All surveys indicate that its military is the most powerful in the world. The US also controls the majority of the world's economies. At the current market exchange rates, the IMF estimates that the $22.7 trillion GDP of the United States represents 24% of the world's GDP. The world's greatest military budget belongs to the United States. The biggest importer and exporter of goods worldwide is the United States. America plays a significant role in setting global policy, influencing everything from the economy to security to culture. She has a significant economic, political, and cultural impact on the world as the most racially diverse country in the world due to its high rate of immigration. The nation shares borders with Canada to the north, Mexico to the south, the Pacific Ocean to the east, and the Atlantic Ocean to the west. There is certainly no nation that can surpass the United States for the top slot in the list of the top 10 most powerful nations in the world because it is a significant nuclear power and has veto power on the UN Security Council. So this is the end of today's video. Do you enjoy it? Post your feedback in our comments section below and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos like this.